Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. How you feeling? We got a lot going on. We got a lot going on. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Too early. Too early for this nonsense. Ah, we're not going to rest anymore in this country with this Trump coming administration. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Let me know where you are. How you feeling this lovely morning? 10:11 a.m. here. Good morning. Let me see what we have here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? What is that? I don't even know. YP. What the heck is that? We don't even know. Good morning. Schmidt Pete Bondi. How are you? Long time. I haven't seen you. Oh my gosh. Long time. Nice to see you again here. From coming back 4 years of stress. Yeah, already stressing out even before January. This is crazy. The energy is just so stressed. I'm just so stressed out just by listening to what he has to say. Jesus. Yeah, that's just like crazy. Baltimore. Good morning, Tom Wanza. How are you? Baltimore in the house. Yes, I'm glad. I mean, I'm in the DMV area anyway, so DC bound. I live in Maryland. I work in DC, so yeah, Virginia, DC, Maryland. That's my area. I love it. Thank you. I'm still. Yeah, I haven't seen you for a really long time. Really, I don't know. Maybe you got all your immigration sort out, like sorted out. You know what I mean? Like that's why you don't show up anymore. Hello, nice to see you. Nice to see you too. How are you? How are you? Yeah, we just wanna recap like with immigration, what's really going on. Um yeah, let me just share my screen so we can talk about the latest immigration news, what's really going on with this coming Trump administration. Then we're going to talk about other problems that's, policies that are already in place when it comes to immigration cases. Um, yes. So let me just start with I'm good for asking, just waiting for you. Okay. Yeah, so we're just here to talk about the latest immigration news, and then comment on new policies. If anybody has a question, immigration related, just put it in the comment. That's it. We can answer you. Wow, the lightning is too make me look like I'm black for sure, right? So anyway, that's just the lightning. Don't worry about it. Good morning. It's good one. Marrakesh is at the National Benefit Center pending. I think it should be good, right? No news, good news. So I'm not sure what you trying to get at as a question. What basically if the marriage is good, so there's no concern, right? Nothing to worry about. Um, Yeah. Anyway, so let me share the screen so we can start. Um, share the screen. Okay. The first thing is here. Hold on. It's like Trump wants to declare national emergency using military. Oh my gosh. Trump wants to use military. Okay. So basically, he's trying to say that, because people keep asking him, how are you going to conduct mass deportation? Because we don't have enough ICE agents to start, deporting people like 12 million, 15 million individual. How are you going to do it? So President-elect Donald Trump said yesterday, he will declare a national emergency and use the military to execute his mass deportation plan. Looks like, are we supposed to be walking around with our birth certificates and all that? Really? Like, are you serious? So the conservative activist Tom Fitton said earlier this month on social media, reports are incoming that Trump is prepared to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to reverse the Biden invasion to a mass deportation program. Wow. Uh, so while through his campaign, he repeatedly promised a mass deportation that will round up immigrant the country who have violated the law. Okay. The Trump word has been very deliberately or sloppily, depending on your point of view, mass deportation. Okay. Wow. So basically, he's going to use the military. Multiple have used the military in border enforcement, but U.S. law strictly prevent the president from using the military as a domestic police force. So basically, we're going to see military people in the streets. This is not good. And I don't know if it's going to be able to do that. Wow. Okay, Trump has declared immigration-related national emergency before. During his first administration, Trump used the National Emergency Act to justify diverting billions of dollars in military construction funding to build a 30-foot steel fence along some portion of the United States. Yeah, so anyway, so that's what he says. Going to use the military to do the mass deportation. Let me take questions first. Then we're going to come back to other questions. I'll see. Good morning. Is it good to when a marriage case is at National Benefit Center pending? If there is no news, then it's good news. No news, good news. Why is it pending at the benefit center? Because they're processing case a little faster over there, especially those when the marriage is less than 2 years. Yeah, they're giving those green cards within 90 days. Those conditional green cards, of course. Yeah. Married to Yosida had a removal order by judge before marriage. Do I need to I-212 first? The I-212 first is used as conditional if you want to use it as if you're inside of the United States, you're going to use it as conditional, right? Once it's approved, you can go out and then to have a permission to re-enter. So basically, it's going to waive that 10 years bar attached to the order of removal. But if now is the time to actually try to, if you have I-130 approved, and Trump is not here yet, right? The old policies are still in place. You can try to ask to join, motion to reopen, so you can reopen your case and terminate removal proceeding based on I-130 approved if you have it already approved. So I'm not sure where you currently stand in the process. Do you have I-130 approved or you don't? I don't know. So yeah, so the I-212 is used if you're inside of the United States, is used as conditional in terms of if you apply once it's approved, then you can go outside to get your visa from outside. It's like permission to reapply for to apply for the visa to get back inside of the US. But if you have I-130 here approved, you need to try first the motion to reopen your case, terminate removal proceedings. Depending on how you enter the United States, if you enter with a visa, yeah, you should try joint motion to reopen and terminate removal proceedings. If it doesn't work, that's when you try those other alternatives. We still have time, 60 days, 62 days left for Biden. Biden's still in power, right? 62 days left. What else we have here? Okay, Schmid, what is gonna make deportation, but not mass. Yeah, I think he's trying to make people scared, to make people not coming, to make people not too comfortable. Trust gonna affect the economy. Yes, I agree with you. Deportation is gonna happen because it actually happens every day, every year. People get deported, but mass deportation is practically impossible in terms of the economy and all that, because farm workers, people who work in the farms, most of them do not have document. So because the American people are not willing to do these jobs, so who's going to do it? So they're just talking, but they don't know the reality of things in the streets. So I mean, it's going to be it's going to be deportation going on, but not mass deportation. I believe that too. He wants people to be scared because when Biden came to power, a lot of people, migrants, came at the border. So, and then if you were watching the news, you'll see people at the airport and all that. So now they're trying to just stop that flux, and then deal with those who came, the recent arrivals. Yeah, that's gonna happen mostly to the recent arrival. No, I don't have an I-130. Oh, you don't have an I-130 approved? Oh, then how are you going to go out anyway? You have to file I-130 because USCIS still has jurisdiction. File I-130 already. Like, what are you waiting for? You need to file I-130. Because even if you file I-212, how you're going to come back based on what? You know what I mean? Because I-212 is the permission to reapply for the visa to come back after being deported. So yeah, that's the first step. You file the I-130 first. And then once the I-130 is approved, then you can file those other petitions like I-212 or the I-601A waiver. Yeah, your first step is to file I-130. Okay, let me go to the next news. The second news is, yeah, meanwhile, if you have a question, just drop it in the comment. Please drop it in the comment. We're just going to answer questions as we receive them. Meanwhile, we're sharing the latest immigration news. This news is really, I don't like it, but it's just, okay. Anyway, we have, thanks, you're the best. Yo, you're welcome. So let me share my screen here. Okay. Share screen. Okay. So we have this practice alert. USCIS will begin conducting interviews for certain VAWA self-petitioners. This is crazy because this is going to just create a backlog, major backlog, because right now the processing time is 41 months for VAWA. So once VAWA is approved, then you go to your green card application to resume it. So now, can you imagine if the case were not pending concurrently, then you have to go back, try to reopen your case, terminate, then go back to get a green card. That's a long process. And if they do those interviews, they're just going to slow the process. So on November 11, 2024, USCIS had a virtual briefing to discuss upcoming change to the Violence Against Women VAWA program. So what they're saying, they say starting in December this year, USCIS will begin conducting interview for certain VAWA self-petitioners who have both an I-360 and the I-485 pending. Not all VAWA self-petitioners will be interviewed. An individual with a standalone will not be interviewed at this time. If you only have I-360, probably not going to be interviewed. But those who have I-360, I-485, certain people will be interviewed. USCIS will begin mailing interview notices to the self-petitioner safe address and the legal representative. Interview will be conducted at the USCIS field office with the jurisdiction of the self-petitioner residence. Let's say if you file I-360, you know it goes to Nevada, right? But if you live, let's say, in Baltimore, the interview will be conducted in Baltimore. But just know that Baltimore is already like slow, that this is just going to create a lot of waiting line. Self-petitioner failure to appear. If you fail to appear to the interview, it's going to get denied. Probably going to get denied. If they need to reschedule interview, you should follow the instruction on the interview. If you have to reschedule it, if you just fail to appear without any telling them, it's going to be denied. Yeah, they will receive specialized training to conduct those type of interview. The interview will address I-360 and I-485 eligibility. Yeah, I should be prepared to talk about everything that you submitted to USCIS. USCIS decided to begin conducting interview in response to significant increase of filing in recent years and several recent criminal proceedings regarding VAWA fraud. Yeah, in New York, Massachusetts, and Maryland. Oh my gosh, why they decided to conduct those interviews? Because there's a lot of frauds in New York, Massachusetts, and Maryland. I don't believe it. Why Maryland is on the list? So USCIS believes interview will help maximize effectiveness and integrity, because a lot of people, public awareness campaign regarding VAWA fraud, a lot of people are lying. VAWA fraud. So that's why they start conducting interviews on VAWA. Okay. Then we have then we have a lot of news on USCIS.gov. You can always go on USCIS.gov to really be informed of what's going on. USCIS updates guidance on lawful admission for permanent residence requirement for naturalization. So you have to be careful once you apply for U.S. citizenship. They're looking at whether or not you were lawfully admitted. If they find some type of misrepresentation, then it simply means that the lawful admission wasn't lawful. So the citizenship in question will be denied. So basically what they're saying is that USCIS update their policy manual to clarify that an applicant for naturalization must show that they have been lawfully admitted to the United States for permanent residence in accordance with all immigration laws in effect at the time of admission or adjustment. Okay, consistent with the Fourth Circuit. This is the decision of the Fourth Circuit here, this area, Maryland, Virginia, it's Fourth Circuit. USCIS will consider whether a naturalization applicant was lawfully admitted for permanent residence or lawfully adjusted to permanent residence status at the time of their initial admission. Yeah, so if you were lawfully, like let's say you got your green card by violation or by mistake or by misrepresentation, they're going to take that away. So yeah, that's what it simply means. Then we have DHS announced country eligible for H2A and H2B visa program. Oh, okay. What are those countries? They add Belize to the list. Those are agricultural and non-agricultural functions. And then they added, this is the entire list, right, of people who are eligible for those type of visa. Those are temporary workers visa, agriculture and non-agriculture. DH has to supplement H2B cap with nearly 65,000 additional visa. That's good. Immigration, this is good too. Immigration medical examination documentation will be valid and definitively for certain Afghan national. That's good. Yeah, so if you need to know more, you can just go on USCIS.gov. And yeah, let's see if we have questions here. Yeah, on Instagram, we don't really have questions. I don't know why, but let's go on YouTube. Okay, do we have questions here? I found my VAWA. I'm receiving the parole and permit. What's next? What next? You wait until VAWA is going to get approved, or they call you for the interview. They said that they are starting to call people for the interview. If you apply I-485 and I-360 concurrently, most likely they might call you for the interview. So that's the new policy. So yeah, you just wait until either they're going to call you for the interview or they're going to approve it without interview, which the processing time is for 41 months. So basically you just wait and see what next. Joseph. Oh, Joseph, you are in Key West, Florida. I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida. Yes. It's too hot in Florida. Sometimes it's really hot, like way too hot. But I like it. It's nice. How are you? Long time. I haven't heard from you for a very long time. We're just talking about the latest immigration news, what's really going on with this coming administration. Really, what they want to do is mass deportation. And Trump is saying that he's going to use the military to justify all his move. Basically, he's going to declare the national emergency so he can use the military for mass deportation. That's the plan. So we're just here waiting for what's going to happen. But I personally don't think it's going to happen the way he thinks it's going to happen, because as far as structure is concerned, we don't have enough structure to hold all those 12 million individuals at once. Yeah, practically, logistically impossible. So what's going to happen, I think they will have priorities. People with criminal records, recent arrivals are really at risk. And then they go back to people with old removal order. So that's pretty much what's going to happen. But there will be a lot of litigation too, because people are just going to keep fighting too. So, yeah. Okay, what else? Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay. Can someone with pending asylum get employment-based green cards without going out of country? No. The short answer is no. Yeah, employment-based, no. It's not going to work unless the person qualifies under 245I. Yeah. Or if the person is trying to claim a technical exception, which really doesn't work in other circuits, except for the Ninth Circuit, which cases got denied recently anyway. So the short answer is no. If you don't have 245I, it's not going to work. Okay. So what else we have here? Okay, so 19 people in the house. Please like, please share. I will be making short videos on TikTok just to explain each Biden policies. Please follow me on TikTok. We're trying to get to 10,000 so we can have live on all platforms, including TikTok. I can't even do live on Facebook because I don't have enough followers there. I don't know why you guys, all my descriptions are in the description box. I don't know why you are not following on those other platforms so we can reach enough people. It doesn't matter which field the person is. Employment base is just the rule is very straightforward. If you have more than 6 months of unlawful presence on the employment base, you cannot adjust status. That's just period. So the only exception is 245I, which we talked about a lot on this channel. You can just Google it, 245I. So the short answer is no. I mean, if they want to try to get a denial, they can. How long does it take to get a working permit car? Under what? Under what petition? Under what petition? Anita de Souza, under what petition? The person's trying to get the under what petition? We want to know under what petition the person is trying to get the work permit so we can answer the question. Okay, so okay, so let's see. We have asylum case. First time asylum case, according to this new policy, takes 30 days. If you're first time applicant, um, after you apply for asylum, you wait those 150 days. After that one has passed, then you apply for your work permit. It's supposed to take only 30 days. And we strongly suggest that you apply online. That way you don't, you know, that way you don't get into long waiting time. Yeah, it's supposed to take only 30 days. First time applicant supposed to take only 30 days, okay? I don't know if Trump comes back, if he's going to change the policy. I don't know. But as of today, that's the policy. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Sohal. How are you? Where are you watching us from? What state? And if you have a question, just put it in the comment. We're just here to answer questions because we already talked about the letters. So we're just here to answer questions. May God bless you. Yeah, thank you. I need that. I need the blessing. I really need it because what's coming ahead is it's like way too much to handle. So I really need it. Thank you. Uh, Missouri. Oh, okay. Is it MO? It's Missouri, right? Okay. Yeah, we're here in the Maryland, DC area, DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. If you have a question, just put it in the comment. It looks like this is the first time for you to join us, right, on our session. Um, you see, oh yeah, all over the place in this country. Yeah, all over the places. I've lived in Idaho, Boise, Idaho. That's where I went to school for college. Then I live in Florida because that's where I went to law school. Then I live here because I work here. Um, then what else? Where else? I live in Ohio as well because my family, my parents, they used to live in Ohio, so I'll go there to visit them. Um, yeah, only those three places, but I've visited almost everywhere because of my job. Of course, sometimes you go to courts in a different state. Um, yeah, yeah. Yep, that's for sure. And I used to live in Europe too before coming to America. That's where I went to, like my high school and stuff. Alaska. No, 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 no. Over there, it's cold. It's too cold over there. It's really cold. I've never been there from what I've seen on the internet, so it's cold. Somebody was saying that we need to go there for the how we need to go there for a cruise, like a cruise, how people go on a boat on a cruise. They say we need to go to Alaska. It's gonna go from you get the you take the airplane from here to Vancouver, Canada, and then from Vancouver you go to you go on a cruise to Alaska, and then you come back from Vancouver, and then from Vancouver you come here. We were supposed to do it last year. I was like, nobody's going there. And they put it again for this year. It's up for discussion. And I'm just like shaking my head like I don't know what I'm gonna be doing over there. It's too cold. But in summertime, that's what they were suggesting. Yeah. But I have a client who lives in Alaska. Yeah. And they always tell me about how cold it is, and they work in because they do fishing expedition, like they work in those places. It really gets cold. Yeah, so that's how I know a lot about Alaska anyway. Good morning, Merle Thompson. How are you? We're just answering questions here. If you have a question, you just put it in the comment. If welcome to our live session. Yeah, for everyone. Freedom now. Freedom for everyone. We need it. We need it. We need it. Yeah, I'm looking on Instagram. Nobody's here anyway, so I don't know. Looks like maybe it's too early for a live session, but that's when I have the time. That's when I come. Married to a U.S. citizen, approved, but some case denied. The vote paper was denied, but never left. Can I? new administration. Can I be deported under this new administration? It's gonna depend on the priorities, right? That's what, according to Trump, he says gonna go first with people who have been ordered removed and never left, and then he's gonna go. Those are among priorities. Gonna go for recent arrivals, people crossing the borders, especially if have been here for less than 2 years. And then he's gonna go with criminal people with criminal um, record. But if you have 212 and I 824 approved, why you never pursue those paths of um, trying to get step back and come back again because you have to approve 212, sorry, approve. um yeah, the risk of deportation is high, that's what I would say. But in any case by case basis, and depending on luck too, right? Because if they're gonna go in the people's house to arrest them, entertain them, then deport them, so they have to find you there too, right? If you're not there, how are you gonna how are they gonna do it? So the risks are there. That's what I'll say. The risks are there because basically they're gonna look into the system to see old removal thing. Oh, waiting for 601A. Oh, okay. Then if you're waiting for 601A, you can make your case. Still, you have a case pending. And you can show them, if it comes down to it, you can show them that, of course, you're trying to go, but you're still waiting for I-601A to be approved because you already transfer your case, you already had a permission to reapply, approve. So you're just waiting for 601 so you can be safe that you're going to come back. So you have a strong case to make when the time comes. They can stay removal. You can apply for stay of removal, so that you can wait for the I-601A to be adjudicated. That's their fault if it's pending too long, because those I-601A has been pending like for 5 years, 4 years. Um, yeah, so yeah, you have a strong basis for stay of removal. I didn't receive a welcome letter yet. Okay. Yeah. So Hal, you really have a strong, valid claim to really just for them not to deport if it comes down to it. Yeah, I think you have a strong claim because you already have I-824. They already see the intent that you're doing so that you can live safely. So you immigration lawyer will make a lot of money now as there will be several litigation. Well, it's just depend. The people have to have the money to pay. Like you didn't hire me. How am I gonna make money? So it's just gonna depend, right? You really have to have the client who has the money to pay. Um, and money is good too when you win, right? So yeah, it's just gonna depend on case by case basis. No, you should have hired me first for your case. You didn't even hire me. You didn't even hire me. How you gonna? You didn't hire me. How am I gonna make money? I make money if you hire me, but you don't hire me because I'm independent. Like I'm. First of all, I'm a solo practitioner. And then if you don't hire me, how am I gonna make money? Right? The only time I make money if I get a client. But if you already don't want to hire me, so how am I gonna make the money? So, and those litigation too, you have to be aware that those litigation goes to most of the time as non-profits. They do like class action lawsuits. Um, those individuals don't really pay because the non-profits they work based on the money that they get from donations. Yeah, a lot of those big lawsuits are not like individual cases. So it's pretty much like class action lawsuits. And if you look at the people who are doing those class actions lawsuit, most of the time in the immigration community, at least 60% of the time, those are non-profit cases. It's just like pretty much for free. The individual are not really paying because the work goes to the non-profit organization. So yeah, for private lawyers, immigration lawyers to make money, you have to have clients who actually are paying. Okay. Yeah, now you're laughing because you never hired me. So apply for PIP, but whoever approved PIP is dead. What's your advice? What's under this? Oh, yeah, the PIP is dead. I-601 way waiver is approved, but what is the advice under this administration? This why you didn't go early if it was already approved? Because what's going to happen with this Trump this Trump coming administration? What's going to happen? Just remember how it was in 2016. Pretty much the same thing. Backlog, backlog, backlog. He's just going to delay a lot of process. Even the legal part, it's going to be really delayed. That's why we had a lot of litigation going on. Um, so um, um, so really, it's like it's going to be difficult to come back. That's for sure. First of all, because of the delay at the embassy to actually get an interview. That's number one. Number two, reentry too. It's going to be a little bit difficult because CBP has a lot of discretionary power when it comes to admitting people at the port of entry. Sometimes they just abuse their discretion, I will say. You just have to be vigilant, I will say. I really don't have any like personalized advice. It's just case by case basis. If a person besides unlawful presence don't have any other inadmissibility issues, then perhaps that will be a part to consider. So, or maybe wait until after Trump is out, then do it. So, yeah, so that's it. You should into a non-profit and get tax credit for it. You're funny, Cherish. You're too funny, really. Okay. So anybody else has a question? If you have a question, just please put it in the comments, or this is the time to stop. We've been talking for almost so many 44 minutes, almost 1 hour. Please, please, please. We're trying to stop. Anyway, thank you very much for showing up. Please like, please share. Starting by you, Cherish Kadosh. Would never like to hire me, but anyway, please like, share at least. Please like, please share. We have we're trying to get to 10,000 on TikTok at least. We only have 1,000. For some reason, we are not growing on TikTok. So please do it so we can, this is the time we can get, because I'll be attending a lot of, like, if there's a rally or stuff like that here in the DC metropolitan, then I'll be posting and updating you on everything that's going on. So Yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. Okay, until next time. Bye bye.